London, we're coming to a flat near you. We are currently in London right now.
Even though it doesn't look like it, we are in London.
We're literally in London. The blokes are everywhere. I know you guys don't find any of this offensive, but we will be at Leicester Square Theater November 17th. Get your tickets now if they're not already sold out by the time this video comes out. Meet and greets, I think, are done. But hey, this t-shirt will be available. We'll also be back in New York December 2nd, December 1st.
December 1st.
One of those December.
December 1st, Sony Hall.
Yeah.
New York show's going to be great.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that one.
Anyways.
Also looking forward to this London show at the Leicester Square Theater. Get your merch while it lasts. Supplies limited. Tickets are almost sold out, like you said. Maybe by the time you're seeing this if you're seeing this, it's too late. We're going.
It's clipped.
Yeah.
You waited too long. In this 15 seconds, you waited too long.
But you can still get merch at NewRoryAndMal.com. Subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the YouTube. Hit that like button or you hating.
And you heard the toilet. That's Julian taking a shit.
NewRoryAndMal.
Who's man enough to say that they started tearing up when they watched Schulz promo?
That shit was lit. Shout out to Schulz.
God.
I cried in the house.
Yeah.
I even DM'd him and said I cried.
In the house, we were in LA when you dropped it.
Oh, yeah, hotel room.
I didn't see this. Why were you crying at a Schulz promo?
So
It pulls right at the heart.
It's really sad.
Schulz is doing 2 shows at Madison Square Garden. His father has dementia. And, he basically, the promo video is him saying, out of all the things, I remember everything you've done for me, even though your memory is not the best at the moment. And it's just basically celebrating the fact that he's doing 2 sold out shows at MSG right now.
Yeah.
It's lit as fuck.
He
told his father first that his main goal was to sell out the garden.
Yeah.
And, his dad obviously has dementia, so he was reminding his father of that and how supportive he was. It pulls every heartstring that's possible is pulled in this entire clip.
Shout out to Schulz.
Yeah, I lost it. I was in the hotel lobby in LA. I shed a few.
Yeah.
It's really touching.
It's like you guys in
So
Sony Hall.
should I watch it to see if I cry? Or
You should watch it.
Yeah.
So if I don't cry, am I like a sociopath?
I think you cried. I think one tear will
Have
cry.
you ever? I don't think you've ever cried, though.
Like in private.
Imagine
watch.
if Schulz is the first one to make you
Oh,
cry.
I shed tears when Michael Jordan retired. Are you kidding me?
What about when Kobe retired?
Kobe died.
Okay, Mal.
he retired
Thank
before that.
you.
Those were 2 very,
There was some time between.
I didn't
those
cry.
things,
I didn't
yeah.
cry when Kobe retired. I didn't cry when Kobe retired. No.
When was the last time you cried?
You cried when Pac died?
Which time? When
Probably what
Sorry.
Hove does, though, right?
No, when it was like over. I cried.
You were like an adult.
When Mike retired?
I'm not talking about like 45 Mike. I'm talking Wizards Mike. You cried.
Yeah.
2003?
I was 22.
Did you cry?
I get it.
Did you cry when the towers fell?
No.
So just Mike.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
I mean, I get it. I get it.
Just Mike in DC pedaling around in his 40s.
I mean, genocide is one thing.
Who cried when you cried when the tires fell?
I cried because I was watching my parents react to it and they got emotional. So then I was, at that time too, I was in grade school. So I was unaware of what was going on.
You know what video I love watching? Did you see the video where like people are just telling their parents and people like just random celebrities that died but they're lying? Have you ever seen that compilation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my! I did that to.
That is the funniest.
You did that to
I
your
did that to
family?
my mother.
So like this people are just like telling their family like they act like they're reading like something like
Donald Trump
Donald
dead at
Trump
62.
dead at
Yeah.
62,
Yeah.
right? But it's like the whole entire family's at the table. You got to see the reaction.
That's so fucked up to do to people.
It's fucked up.
One uncle was like, "Yeah."
All right, since Thanksgiving's coming up,
Uh-oh.
and I don't
That's
know
why
if
I
you guys all
brought it up
celebrate.
because I want to do that at Thanksgiving.
Who would y'all kill at your Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh man,
What would like really affect your family?
That would be believable?
I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm getting Will Smith out of here this Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. Will Smith.
But like, would that affect you? Would your family be like, oh no, would they care?
I think everybody, if you just at Christmas at Thanksgiving dinner, be like act like you're reading that Will Smith died.
Fam.
They're gonna blame Jay.
Everybody gonna be like,
OD.
what? Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
even though we're all gonna die, but it's like if you just say Will Smith dead at
Still tragic.
50, it's gonna be like, what? Like everybody starts grabbing their phone. Like,
I think I got my mother with Bruno Mars. I think that's. what
Oh,
I
I'd
got
be
her with.
devastated. Sorry.
Your mom and Bruno. I'm not gonna make this another Bruno hate session. I promise. I just,
No, it sounds
it just
like
happened to be
already.
Bruno Mars.
why would you be devastated?
Why
I
would-
love Bruno Mars, bro.
Why y'all hating?
Nah, I would be devastated too. Don't do
Come
that.
on,
I would
man.
be devastated.
You both kind of have a racially ambiguous look.
Yeah, fair enough, but that's not the point. I fuck with
Ain't
his
nothing
music.
ambiguous about this nigga's race. I don't know what you
He could be a lot of different things.
Called him Mexican for 3 years.
If Eddin
And he's not Mexican.
If Eddin takes his hat off and he put that good gorilla snot in his hair, like
Oh, yeah.
angelic,
I could get
like,
y'all a
he could
pompadour
look like
going, yeah.
he could
Yeah.
look Samoan.
And if he did the
He said that because your thighs.
He could look Samoan.
You can play the young
It's
rock.
definitely my build. Yeah, for sure.
and if he did the chin strap, like beard, he could definitely be Tony from Staten Island.
Yeah,
That's sick.
He could be Italian if he
You
wanted
could
to
be Italian.
I'm racially ambiguous.
you are.
There you go.
You have a look where it's like, is he? I don't know.
Rory,
Look, back to the fact that Bruno Mars dying would make me sad.
who'd you kill off, Rory?
If I wanted to see my father flip over the dinner table, Bruce Springsteen.
Oh yeah, that was another one. That was another one in the TikTok.
That's a white
Yeah.
goat. That's a white goat.
My dad would lose it.
Yeah, for sure.
If what's his name, the boss? What do they call Bruce?
The boss.
Yeah, if the boss checked out on Thanksgiving Day,
Checked out.
Stop.
Man,
knock on wood, because I don't want Bruce to die. But
That's
my dad would lose it.
I think I'm gonna do that this Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to think.
If Amara was on my dad's lap and I said, "Yo, Bruce just passed away," Amara would be on the ground.
what the fuck? What about you, Mal? What about your dinner table?
Huh?
What about your dinner table?
Oh man. I don't know.
You can't lie and say Jay because everybody could just text me.
He's not gonna say.
He'd be at Thanksgiving.
yeah.
Jay, are you feeling under the weather?
Are you okay?
He just croaks in his mashed potatoes.
I don't know. It would, but see, it's fucked up to say this, but a rapper wouldn't surprise me.
Damn.
Like, you can't tell me a
I
rapper's
get it,
dead.
though,
It's like
but
rappers
damn.
die every fucking Thursday.
You'd be like, bet, pass the vegan mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'll be like, word, damn, you shouldn't have said that. Pass, you know what I mean? Like, so it has to be somebody, like, it has to be like a figure that you like, they weren't sick. Like, what the fuck happened?
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah,
Now
that
that
would
would fuck
suck.
me
Yeah,
up.
that would
Let's
hurt.
talk now.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would fuck me up.
Yeah. Not
All right,
good.
what person would your family be happy about if you just brought that?
Trump.
My dad would break down and cry.
Get
if
some
Trump
more.
died.
Get some more wine. Bust out a bottle.
Your family would be happy if Trump died?
I would be happy if Trump died. Hell yeah.
Why?
Fuck him.
That'd be an interesting day.
How could you be happy that Trump died but not Bill Clinton?
Because he knows
See,
Bill. That's
'cause
his man.
Yeah, that's my man. He'll
He was-
be at my dinner.
He
table.
was at
That's my
Epstein
man
Island
to say.
26
Bill,
times.
Bill is his Jay-Z in your comparison.
That's your Jay-Z?
No.
Your Jay-Z is Jay-Z. His Jay-Z is Bill Clinton.
I just don't get why you don't like Trump so much.
Oh, God.
Come on.
No, hold on.
No, I really don't.
Grammy nominations. I was snubbed.
He never met him. He never met him.
Funny.
That's all. I
His
just want to know why
public
you don't like
perception is terrible, Mo. I don't need to meet this guy. Like,
him.
I don't like
you're
a lot
big,
of people.
You're
have
big
that.
on public perception.
So, Eddin, in your family,
Oh boy.
who
What?
would they want to see
Well, they
die
already
off?
killed
That's not
Selena.
Nah, I'm
you?
gonna have to take. No, they already killed Selena. Good job.
Daniel Monte.
I really don't know, honestly. We don't have anyone. That's,
If you went to
I
your
would be
table-
devastated if I saw Tom Hanks died.
Okay.
I love Tom Hanks.
Remember when he got COVID and then the right wing people were like, yeah, but he's a pedophile.
Yeah, they fucking demolished him.
Keep him in Australia.
Terminal's a good movie. Though.
They smeared the fuck out of his
Yeah.
name.
And then the same week, Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo. Everyone just forgets about that.
It's so. Oh yeah,
That was sick. That was crazy.
What the
That
fuck?
was so
Got
random.
no answers for that.
That was so random.
Just like it's a mountaintop.
Wasn't Tom Hanks like the first celebrity to have COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brought the real awareness. We weren't.
Yeah.
We didn't know about
We
it.
needed a good, strong white to get it before people cared.
Yeah.
Him and his wife, they both had it, right?
Tom Hanks was the guy.
You know what's my favorite clubhouse quarantine moment that has to do with Tom Hanks? Chet Hanks was in the room with us.
Swag.
Well, I think you were in this room. And he was trying to explain to a room full of black people that they don't know what it's like to be judged the moment they walk into a room for who they are rather than who they are as a person.
Shout out to Chet.
Trying to tell black.
I've never heard anyone on Clubhouse, everyone took their mic off and laughed harder than I'd ever heard anyone.
Rory unmuted and then he goes, that's right.
Like, hey, man, it's got to be hard to be a son, right?
I think he's really saying something.
Wasn't Idris Elba the first black person to catch COVID?
That's a crazy
Who
stat.
was the first
Remember,
black
you
person?
remember it was a thing that black people
I
couldn't
don't think he's
catch
the
COVID.
first black person.
He was the first black celebrity that I remember. Idris and his wife,
Yeah.
Sabrina, yeah.
Because remember when COVID first started, it was a thing that going around that black people couldn't catch COVID.
Is that why he wasn't James Bond?
I don't know if that's
He should have been though.
but it was a thing. It was like, oh,
Well, I
black
mean,
people can't catch
it was in China, so there's like no black people. So
Then they blamed it on 5. Remember 5G was the cause of COVID?
Of course.
Right. So look, they're putting these antennas up everywhere. Yeah, I know.
Yo, who the fuck posted this on our IG?
Damaris did. Look at her fucking signature.
No, I think that's how you try to throw us off by
Yeah,
putting the
he
baby D
posted
signature.
that.
You,
You posted
that.
definitely put this
Blue
zesty ass
Jew.
photo.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Who texted that? In the
Did you airbrush your face?
Who did that? Damaris did it. Look.
You look like that.
Being frank.
What's that? That comedian that lied about his prom date but then wasn't lying?
Oh, Hassan Minaj.
That's who you look like.
Someone said this looks like
yassified.
These comments are actually sick.
Wait, did you edit this photo?
I didn't. I didn't post this.
Nah, I think you posted it, bro.
What was this posted?
Yo, to Chris-
15 minutes ago, I was talking about dinner and Thanksgiving and
Yeah, but you got a laptop and phone in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can see it's plugged in.
Nah, you're mad versatile, bro.
God.
I mean, all right.
So sick.
If
To
you're
Chris
on audio-
Stefano's credit, this does look like the Getty image when you search like fit Asian guy,
Asian.
Indian, whatever.
They are Asian, so you
Yeah.
got it.
It looks like a Slumdog comeback.
Yeah, on your
Like if
back.
they did another Slumdog Millionaire, I could play that guy.
That was funny, Ed.
Thank you.
What'd he say?
On your back.
Someone came on your back. Forget it.
Never mind.
That's-
Anyways,
This is crazy. Can we talk about Drake?
Nah,
we're
man, look at you.
fucking Grammys, man.
Why are you upset?
Big snubbed.
Yeah,
Oh, you got
my
snubbed?
boy.
I already knew the news though, so when it dropped, I wasn't angry. I'd already gotten over it.
Well, what did you submit for?
Everything. Meek versus Ice Spice, best new artist.
Damn.
How the fuck didn't I get in?
Big
No, I submitted best R&B song, best progressive R&B song, best R&B album, best progressive R&B album, all the R&B categories.
Mm-hmm.
Phone Can Die for the records, and then obviously the full album for R&B stuff. But listen, man, I don't know if I'm snitching, but it helps to have a Grammy consultant, and I don't have one.
What's a Grammy
Got to
consultant?
pay to play, Rory.
I'm not saying it's payola. Relax, Grammy board. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it helps
I am.
to pay a Grammy consultant to consult and push your album and songs throughout the year
Ooh.
to the Grammy board, because it's tough for the Grammy board to go through all the songs and know everything that's going on at the moment.
Right.
So you need those consultants
Mm-hmm.
that cost
You
money.
need a co-signer.
Yes,
Yeah.
Like an apartment.
which I did not do.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I don't know, man. Congrats to everyone, I guess. We can run through some nominations. I do fully actually feel I should have gotten a nomination in progressive R&B, but it is what it is. I understand Diddy put out a compilation project. I'm not going to beat Puff, and Puff's album is incredible.
Yeah, sure hard.
I'm not going to sound like the bitter hater that is wondering why so many EPs are nominated for Album of the Year in every category. But, neither here nor there.
You said that in the group chat, though.
Yeah.
That means he was really mad.
Oh, of course.
I'm just trying to understand how EPs, even EP in the title,
Tight.
is an album.
He's tight.
That's the new album.
Because it would be an album if it wasn't an EP.
Yeah, but the new album is an EP.
No.
And if the
It's an EP.
yeah.
No, but
It's an extended play.
that's the
Then
new
it'd be an album if it was an extended play.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll get him next year.
And the category does say progressive in it, and if they listen to the podcast, you're not very progressive, so
That is very true.
You're
you can't be nominated.
Yeah.
Can we pull up the progressive R&B category?
Yeah.
The one you're not in?
Yes.
Damn.
We don't need to find my name in there.
Okay.
I do love all the people that are nominated in this, though. Since I Have a Lover, Black, the Love album, Diddy, Nova, Terrace Martin, James Fauntleroy, The Age of Pleasure, Janelle Monáe, SOS, SZA.
So this looks like it's gonna be SZA's
Yeah.
SZA's
SZA's
year.
gonna.
This is a strong group, though.
No, it is. That category is definitely dope. Puff had an incredible album. The Terrace Martin, James Fauntleroy album was dope too.
Also,
But I think this is SZA's.
love it. I think it's an EP.
Nova?
Nova?
Nova's an EP. And I love both of those gentlemen and think that they should be nominated for everything they fucking do. But
Yeah.
it's an EP. It's an EP.
Yeah. I think this is SZA's year though. I think SZA's gonna clean
She's
up
gonna
shit
do
at the
Fuck up.
Grammys.
She's nominated for 9.
But why is she not? She's for album of the year, right? That's why they didn't put her in best R&B album, but put her in best progressive R&B album. I was very confused by that.
Because she's best progressive R&B. You can't be best progressive R&B album and best R&B album.
I understand that, and maybe this is my way of just trying to get into that last slot. Why was it SZA SOS for best R&B album?
Because
it is the best R&B album.
Yeah, but it's a progressive R&B. It's not traditional R&B.
Yeah, but what?
Go back to best R&B album.
And also, she submitted for that, so she probably knew she had a better chance of
You
winning.
think Clear 2 Soft Life EP by Summer Walker, Soft Life EP by Summer Walker is a traditional R&B? I love that project. It's a traditional R&B album to you?
No, not really.
No.
How is that different from SOS?
Well,
I think with SOS, just because of the numbers that SZA was doing,
Trying to make contact.
she's definitely gonna win most categories that she's awarded for.
She should clean up, and she deserves to clean the fuck up in the Grammys this year.
Shout out to Victoria Monet though.
OD.
7 noms.
Well deserved, and shout out to Child for being nominated as well as a writer.
Let's go.
I think we will get SZA's, and I think it'll be cool because they're both from Jersey in the same area. I think we'll get that Lauryn Hill picture with SZA. I think we'll get the same one.
That'd be hard.
She should clean up, right?
Yeah, she should.
She should.
But I see them snubbing her on a few.
Like what?
They're probably gonna give her best progressive R&B album, best R&B song. She should win.
Yeah.
She should win. I can see them giving it to Haley though. Hallie, I'm sorry. I can see them giving it to
for
Hallie.
best R&B song.
Yep, I can see them giving it to Hallie.
Wait,
Angel?
Snooze nominated?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Angel over Snooze.
You're missing.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying it deserves it.
With a side of ugh.
But I can see them doing it because of the type of song that Angel is, and because of who is singing it. I can see them doing it.
I'd rather On My Mama.
Do you think Justice?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all skipping over On My Mama.
I'm not skipping over On My Mama, but Snooze has been in the top 10 on Billboard for the past year.
Oh no,
it hasn't.
The numbers that SZA did was she did some incredible shit.
That hasn't come off the chart.
Yeah, she's done some incredible shit this year.
I love the Robert Glasper, Alex Isley, Back to Love record. Snooze is the best R&B song in this time frame.
Ever.
For sure.
And it's not
I actually think ICU is better than all of those songs, me personally.
ICU was
really
hard.
like
no,
ICU.
ICU was fire.
Yeah.
I know
shout out to Coco Jones. Congrats.
I know that Snooze went to the top, but I think that ICU is the better song. Obviously, SZA had that album. That's incredible. And I love Snooze, but I think that ICU is the better song. But Snooze is the hit.
Aside from Rory not getting nominated for anything,
tragedy.
A lot of these R&B categories, the right songs are there.
Yeah.
The right artists are there. Like I wasn't too mad about these R&B categories.
Who do you guys think is
R&B Performance? I'm not a big fan of.
Who's winning that?
I feel like
I would say Coco Jones as far as performance on that record. I would say ICU. My personal opinion.
Yes, me too.
Of performance. But then again, Victoria performed the shit out of that record as well.
How does it make you feel? I don't see them giving that to Victoria. SZA's gonna get that. Kill Bill's gonna get that.
Kill Bill's gotta win one.
Performance.
And I'm sorry, but vocally, it's the weakest song on there. Vocally,
I think SZA might win 4 Grammys.
That'd be dope
this year.
Good.
Yeah,
well
I can see her winning 4. She's nominated for 9.
So SZA's nominated 9 times. You're saying 4?
I'm saying she wins 4.
I can see 5.
I think she'll win Album of the Year.
No, you don't.
Over Taylor Swift.
I think she'll get it.
All right.
Okay.
I think
that'd be a shocker.
Taylor saved our entire economy.
That is true. Do you think Travis will be her date? If Travis is the date, I mean, who's SZA gonna bring to get Album of the Year then?
Not you.
Definitely not me.
Damn.
No, I don't know. I just think that she's gonna get it. I think what she did this year,
just like a shorter Travis. And a much broker.
Died Travis.
Died from
that wouldn't shock the world if SZA showed up with me in the red carpet next to Travis.
The face of the Ginger Kings.
Yeah, that would shock the world.
9 nominations, 0 nominations. Balance each other out. Travis, first of all, Travis Kelce has 0 nominations too. So
he has
relax.
a Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, but like Mahomes.
He's throwing that on Mahomes, like, yeah, but Patrick.
like Travis didn't have mad touchdowns.
But Patrick.
One of the best tight ends that's ever lived, you know.
Yeah, I definitely see SZA get 9. Taylor Swift is nominated for 6, I believe.
Yep.
Light year for her.
Yeah. She didn't do much this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Anti-Hero is probably going to win every category it's nominated for.
Yeah. Midnight's is very good.
And I'm going to sound like a hater again.
But it wasn't better than SOS.
Best pop duo group performance,
this is
Karma
Grammy.
featuring Ice Spice.
Yeah,
that's
I meant
that's
to write that.
horrible.
Everyone knows that song stinks.
That shit came and went.
That just sucks.
This is where Grammy sometimes gets it right and then clearly shows how biased.
Well, this is because you need the Grammy consultant.
I'm sure Ice Spice
They
and Taylor Swift have a
they consulted and said,
high
hey,
in
listen,
6 figures.
we need to have Karma in there for best pop group performance.
Karma is trending now on TikTok because Taylor Swift at her latest concert changed the lyrics and said, Karma is the Chiefs player coming home to me every night. Like she changed the original lyrics. So now,
maybe she'll do My Karma's Beautiful and that will be her ending. My Karma is Travis Kelce.
They had a bye week and he went to Argentina to her show out there, and she did that moment, and then afterwards, like ran off stage and gave him a big hug and kiss. It's pretty gay.
I'm just wouldn't it?
It works. At least I got the rap category right.
Who's nominated? Who's nominated in rap?
I felt like the rap category was pretty good.
Best
All right, so Her Loss.
Great album.
Killer Mike, Michael.
Great album.
Heroes and Villains, Metro Boomin.
Great album.
King's Disease 3.
Great album.
And Utopia.
Pretty good album.
An album.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit's not good.
Asking me, I think they just gave Nas best rap album last year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think they'll give it to him again this year.
Definitely won't.
Utopia was okay. I don't think it's best rap album though.
I don't think, because Travis doesn't have a Grammy, right? I don't think he's ever won.
Sure.
I don't think this is going to be the year, and I don't think Utopia is going to be the one.
Heroes and Villains pretty good. I don't know if they give Metro Boomin. I
Go to Her Loss.
I mean, I see Killer Mike or Drake.
It has to go to Her Loss.
It's gonna go to Her Loss.
It's not even close.
All right,
I guess.
Hear me out on my theory.
That Killer Mike album was
It's
really
a good
though.
album.
I know, but
I'm not
like,
shitting on
but
it.
it's
It goes back to
Drake.
the whole like Taylor and SOS thing. It's like
Drake is the
Her Loss, man.
rap Taylor.
yeah.
Come on.
I think you guys might be shocked. Metro Boomin is
Metro
now
might take it.
aligned.
Metro might take it
He's
too.
aligned with the Marvel community. He did the fucking Spider-Man album. I
He
know
did that
that's
One
not the one
Weekend
that's
song.
nominated, but Metro is now in different rooms than he was before.
Mhm.
In different rooms than actually all of these people believe it.
And Drake and the Grammys have had a pretty sour history.
Mhm.
So
True. Good point.
clearly, whoever's consulting for him isn't doing enough.
I mean, I think it's cool that they nominated Killer Mike. It's an incredible album. I just don't know if they'll give that.
Every year we say that Grammys don't fucking matter, and we still
Yeah, I
debate
know.
the categories
I mean,
every
hey.
single year.
No, they do matter. It doesn't define you as an artist, but they matter.
To
We're gonna
who?
pretend like the Grammys don't matter.
I mean, does it?
Yes, having Grammy nominated or Grammy Award winner next to your name in a bio,
There's
changes-
an audience.
It changes things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It
an
changes
audience
things
that
with
would
your
that would
deals.
eat that.
Yeah,
it changes
but I
things with
mean-
money. It changes things with streaming.
Yeah, but
if you look at the
let's
amount
look at-
of streams that went up per nominees and wait till the winners, it's like the same thing with verses on a way higher scale. Everyone wanted to do verses because it knew it would like spike their streams immediately.
Yeah,
It wasn't the show,
understand
it was what
but
happens here.
I'm more so because how many times have the Grammys gotten it wrong?
Every year.
Every year,
So
and
this-
they would probably admit they get it
So,
wrong.
so this is what I'm saying. It's like if they're gonna continue to get it wrong, why do we continue to care about?
Because there's still a lot of
nominees or,
money
like-
that's tied to these awards.
I mean, yeah, but now you changing the comments. What I'm saying is, if they're gonna get it wrong with who they give the Grammy to, like this album wasn't better than that album. How come that album won? We've seen every year this happens. After a while, you got to say, okay, is the being nominated, of course, being recognized by your peers, being recognized by great producers and writers in industry. It feels as an artist, of course, it makes you feel good. Like, okay, they recognize the art and what I did and what I produced and what I put out. But I'm just talking about if they're going to continue to get it wrong by handing the actual award to someone who most people probably feel like that album wasn't better than that album, then why does it really?
Okay,
They
but
get it wrong all the time.
we have to define what getting it wrong means. What are they getting wrong per se?
Well, most years, if respective categories, let's say we're talking about rap.
Okay.
Last year, Nas winning, I think most people felt like that album deserved it, or at least Nas deserved
No,
it.
we felt Nas deserved a Grammy.
Okay, Nas deserved a Grammy.
Same way when Leo won for that Bear movie. It was like, that's not Leo's best movie, but Leo
Revenant.
owed a fucking Grammy. Or
True.
Oscar, rather.
Fair.
And Nas, where I think that album was Grammy worthy,
Mm-hmm.
you could name a bunch of other Nas albums that would probably be higher in his discography
Of
that should
course.
have got it.
Of course.
He was owed one.
He shouldn't have waited. Nas should not have just gotten his first Grammy last year. No.
Well, let me re-ask my question. Let's go with the biggest snub in rap history with the Grammys, which is Macklemore versus Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm-hmm.
As much as I personally feel they got it wrong, did they?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they got it.
Why? And what is wrong? Because they're not going off our taste level. We know Kendrick
Because
Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City is a
was
classic,
is a better
most
album.
timeless, it's incredible.
It's a better album.
Grammys is politics, numbers, impact.
See, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm asking. What's
that's
wrong?
What it is.
I'm asking what's wrong then.
That's why
Macklemore was the biggest artist that year. That album was bigger, quote unquote, when it comes down to what the Grammy committee is doing. So while I feel they got it wrong, I could 100% see 15 people on that committee going, what did we get wrong? He was the biggest artist.
And that's-
it was the biggest album.
and that's what I'm talking
He's
about.
white.
That's
And
what
he's
I'm talking
white.
about. People
He's a white boy.
He's a white guy that he thrifts.
Right.
He's down to earth.
That's my point. People that are in that room, how come they are equipped to say what the best rap album is?
That's their job.
Yeah, but they're probably not.
Why are we equipped to talk about this shit?
Whoever's in
We're
the job.
not.
Because
Yeah, but I'm saying like people are hired to do things. They're just doing their job.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you have never created a rap album, if you have never lived a rap album, if you have never produced, if you have never rapped, why are you in a room making decisions about what the best rap album is?
A lot of people that do vote on it, if I'm not mistaken, you have to have been nominated before.
For any album?
Not the entire committee, but I think the people that vote. I don't know the full structure. Trust me, they kept me far away from it. But yeah, a lot of the people on the committee have been nominated.
I don't know.
But they're white people.
But Mal, like at the end of the day,
much.
they can put the right people in the right place. But to the point that we were saying earlier, money talks. So if someone gives me $500,000 to throw Lil Uzi's "I Just Want to Rock" if Atlanta cuts me a blank check and says, "Hey, we need this kid to have a Grammy nomination,"
but that's my
I'm
point.
taking that.
It's politics too.
That's my point.
Now Atlantic next year owes them a favor for someone to perform. Like,
Exactly.
It all comes in full circle.
So it has nothing to do with the actual best music or the best album that was
More
proposed.
often than not, the people that make really good music have the money to throw around. So yeah, you can get the big name acts to be nominated, pay to put their ass in the seat that evening. Like, yeah, you're looking at a system that just rewards
All right,
itself.
everything y'all telling me is politics.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's
All right.
the
Yeah,
Oh, no,
but y'all
that's what-
proved Maul's
Y'all proving my
No,
point that
no,
it doesn't
I'm proving
matter
my-
because you could
no.
put out the best content, you could put out the best album, and because your politics wasn't right, because you didn't play the politic game, because you didn't have a Grammy consultant, all this other shit, you're not going to either get nominated and you're probably most definitely not going to win.
Rory's album was better than half them albums on that Best Progressive R&B thing. And
I
it was not
fully agree with
nominated. That. So yes, when we say that,
Maybe all of them.
we're proof that that's
It's better than
literally
SOS.
proving
It was
Maul's
Rory's
point.
album, then SOS.
Right, there you go.
1A, 1B.
And then, yeah.
But no, my original point was my question was, what did they get wrong? After everything that we just debated back and forth, we are saying the same thing. It's all politics. And we know that. So I'm saying, what did they get wrong? They got the politics right.
But
That's what this is.
but
But Maul is saying politics shouldn't be involved.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we continuing to watch something when we know it's politics? This is not like just about the art of the music. This is not just about the best
art is politics. Everything is politics. The things that entertain us are politics. I'm not saying actually politics, but there's politics in everything that we enjoy and watch and consume. It's
Yeah.
all politics.
Actual
But
politics.
the
are
best
entertaining.
thing
But this
that
is
we watch and consume are rooted in politics. Grammys is no different
Yeah,
than anything else that we do.
You expect purity and fairness?
Yeah, it's just never going to happen.
No,
That's
I'm
just
not-
not
I'm
the
not-
It's
nature
subjective,
of.
like,
I understand that, which is
anything.
why I don't watch the Grammys. I watched last year because of the Hip Hop 50 celebration. I wanted to see what they did with that, but I usually I don't watch the.
But the reason why it matters is again, like it's once you get a nomination or a win, that's money more. You're now valued you're worth more in the state of the industry. You're worth more to work with. So that incentivizes the artist, obviously, but also the label. So it's like, hey, a session with me used to be 50. Now it's 100. That benefits the boardroom and the artist. So yeah, if I'm in a label, I want all my artists to have that nomination tag on them because it's just more money for the building.
And there's even stuff in certain contracts with artists that's a line item there. If you're Grammy nominated, it helps within your 5-album deal.
Yeah, it's like when Shaq if you average X amount of rebounds a game, you'll get a $300,000 bonus. Like it's the same thing we do across all sports, like everything. If you get this nominee, boom, here's an incentive. Here's a few.
But sports are fair.
You talking about politics
aren't
stuff.
fair.
Sports are
I'm
not
not.
They're a little more pure. They're not fair, but they're purer than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if somebody in sports, if somebody averages a triple double, then of course they should get a max contract. You could put out a fucking classic rap
you're
album
Russ.
and not get nominated by the Grammy board. That's just how it goes. Like we're saying, Nas just won his first Grammy last year.
Yeah, but again, I mean,
Insane.
But when you're talking music versus sports, though, music isn't. There's no winner or loser. It's not tangibly based. It's like in sports, we have a champion at the end of every year. We can see it because there's records that reflect it. There's a 7-game series that gets us to that point.
Right.
Music's subjective.
Right. Absolutely.
So you can't. So that's pay to play. Like
yeah,
if
but
you got
some
money,
music
play
is.
it.
Macklemore did not have a better album than
But at
Of
that moment
course
in
not.
time,
But he was the biggest
He was
rap
bigger.
artist, unfortunately, at that time.
yeah, but that doesn't. That's my point, though. Just because you're the bigger rap artist doesn't mean you had the better.
But
rap
that's just
album.
the Grammys, not like the general public either. You know that, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously in the long term,
No,
Kendrick's
didn't know
more
that.
successful.
Point that out.
And thank
You're
God Macklemore texted him to let him know that.
Yeah.
And
There you
screenshotted it and posted it.
White people are so toned deaf with shit.
You said what?
White people are so just toned. We're on our own island when it comes to certain things. Why did Macklemore think texting Kendrick Lamar, you should have won, and posting that was like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Well,
You look nuts.
he was trying to show fake, like, you know, like I don't have an ego with this.
I love
like,
hip hop too, bro. You should have.
Yeah.
You should have won. But clearly the Grammys does stand on something 10 toes and some morals. Because how the fuck is Gunna Fuck You Mean not nominated for Rap Song of the Year?
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, they don't bang with rats.
And as much as
But that's
as much as I love her loss, I think it should be nominated for Album of the Year. What is it? Rich Flex Song of the Year?
Yeah.
What?
I can't even sing.
It's like
still don't know how
that's
that-
like one of the cooler records, I guess, on that album.
I still don't know how that cycle works because
Yeah, what's the cutoff date?
because
Diddy's album made it for R&B Progressive Album of the
That
Year.
shit just came out.
The cutoff date was September 15, 2023.
Get Fuck You Mean was going off for 4 months before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Rich Flex, we were in London last year.
Last year.
listening to it.
That shit was hard.
yeah,
yeah.
true.
And it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but even Barbie World, I understand it did a bunch of numbers and
I bet you
liked it.
I bet you Barbie World
Shit
wins.
is mid.
Barbie World is gonna win or Doja.
This looks like the first category.
What category is this?
Best rap song. This looks like the first year where it's extremely TikTok influenced.
And then they just try to put Killer Mike there to save face.
Exactly.
Because Scientists and Engineers is not even close to the best song on that album at all.
No.
Well, to be fair, you know the artist submits these songs.
The label does.
Well, the label.
And to Rory's, the consultants say, hey,
This
do
is
this.
what-
They tell you what songs to submit. It's not the artist going like, I like this one. The consultant's like, this one has a chance.
This
Let
one
us
has
do this
James
one.
Blake and Andre 3000. We don't care what the bigger record on your album was.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
name, when the person that was nominated that's on the committee, but she was nominated for an engineer on a folk record in 1970. She's going to see James Blake, Andre 3000.
Mhm.
You're in, Killer Mike. That's how it works.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just again, it's too much politics. It's too much this Grammy. You have to have a consult. It's just too much shit.
That's
Just-
life, though. Life is politics.
Just fucking just award people for great art, great music. You know, all this politics shit is kind of like it's an ego stroke at the end of the day.
And I don't want to sound like, because we do this every year, no matter what, with the Grammys. So I don't want to be fully on that. Victoria, congrats. SZA, there's so many talented people that deserve to be nominated.
Yeah, I'm just right.
So I'm
on
happy
that.
for
I'm
that.
happy
like,
that
Nas,
a lot of the
Killer
artists
Mike,
that got nominated,
incredible.
like that's dope. I'm happy that they got at least they seem to get that right. I was happy to see Victoria Monet get as many nominations. SZA we knew was going to get the nomination she got.
Miley Cyrus. Did you
Well,
put music out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Flowers. But
That
Flowers
Flowers
is still
song.
old.
Yeah.
That was how.
Again, the cutoff is September 15, 2023.
yeah, but what's
But
the
didn't
cut-
she put that out in like
what's the cut on,
2005?
though? Like,
What
yeah,
was the cut?
Like Flowers came out at least 5 years ago.
Yeah. She put that out with Juicy J.
It
like,
came
I
out.
Just, this one,
It came out March 15, 2023. No, sorry, January 19, 2023.
Oh, yeah, that makes
Was
sense.
this year?
I must have heard the leak.
Yeah, it
oh,
was this
excuse
year.
me.
It was definitely this
I
year.
did not hear the Miley Cyrus.
Well, I think Taylor Swift is going to clean up these bigger categories.
Yeah.
I do want to say shout out to Coco Jones though, because she is nominated for 5 Grammys.
Shout out to
That's
Coco.
awesome.
That's cool, Jones.
She had a
is,
great year.
is Druski nominated?
Comedy album?
Definitely nominated for best skits for sure.
For those that don't know, there was TMZ security footage of Druski being robbed for his fake Cash Money chain. Him and Birdman have been going back and forth on IG Live with a few words from Birdman every time saying, "Don't play with me." Does anyone believe this?
No.
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 Okay. Does this ruin TMZ's credibility?
Truth, he was cooking down that hallway though.
People believe this, by the way.
I know a lot of people do believe it.
Who believes this?
I'm sure
lot
there's
of
people.
Most of the internet.
Believe that this is real?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, people believe Israel's oppressed.
You know,
Yeah.
So you don't think the Druski chain video is out of the realm of possibility?
No, sometimes
You're
when I
right.
think of Druski, I think of Israel.
Yeah, this is
wait, so it's Birdman?
Birdman's Hamas.
Which one is he?
Birdman's Hamas.
Yeah.
Can y'all fucking stop?
Birdman is Hamas.
Yeah.
And his publishing company is the UN.
Yeah.
For sure.
Could have been
Sorry,
records.
Birdman, I want to smoke.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah.
I'm Biden.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you need? A missile? I got you.
Damn.
If it's a rollout, I like it. That's funny.
I mean, this is clearly fake.
It's clearly fake. I
Yeah.
just think that it's funny that because TMZ probably thinks this is real.
Maybe.
No.
Well, TMZ didn't post it. I think they just put it. I can't speak today. Put the TMZ watermark over it. TMZ did not.
Can you
post
do
it,
that?
right?
Are you sure?
Yeah, well, all it means is that whoever owned this footage sold the rights to TMZ.
But TMZ is not going to post something fake. As much as we shit on TMZ,
What?
they're pretty credible.
They posted that Rick Fox died in Kobe's crash.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah, they killed mad NBA legends in that crash that weren't in
TMZ
there.
did post it. Birdman pulls up on Druski and Menacing surveillance video. Yep, they posted it.
Yep.
Okay, well they didn't put. He was robbed for real.
I mean, you're not wrong. It says pulls up on Druski.
This is journalist Johnson.
What's that guy's name? Harvey. Harvey would never.
Harvey would
It's a
never.
credible human being right there.
I just think that is funny that people think that shit is real.
I think Druski's on his way. Druski is really fucking
His way to
funny.
what?
Like
Hilarious.
Wait, on his way to what? Yeah.
like real, like not. He's moving past like the stardom of like just social media. You know, sometimes a lot of those social media people, the comedians who get started on social media, they kind of get cornered in. But he's like surpassing that.
Mhm.
Well, the thing that's going to take him to that next level is what we were talking about with Neil when he was on our podcast. It's the worst time ever for comedic movies.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
if we were in the boom of comedic movies, Druski would be
Kevin Hart.
it'd be a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
A-list role at this point, but no one's putting money behind those. So I commend Druski for, in this climate, still staying relevant. Every time I turn around, it's another Druski.
He's in
Video
some
going
phone commercial that pops up every 2 minutes on the television.
Yeah, but had this been 10 years ago, 15 years ago, he'd say fuck a cell phone commercial. Doesn't need to do that.
Which I
Or
don't-
any of these videos.
I don't understand why that is though with comedy films right now. Like I don't know why it's such a decline in how much money is put behind comedic films.
We're oversaturated with superhero movies.
It ain't shit
That's
funny.
definitely one
Those are
big thing.
proven to work.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're going to get on the return. Comedy movies, it's such a sensitive time. They're terrified to even do shit. Which, remember that trailer about that girl that was supposed to fuck that little kid?
I watched that movie.
I watched it too.
Oh.
I can't believe it came out.
Why?
Because after the trailer came out, they smoked it on the internet.
What was
I
the
never heard
lead-
anything
what
of it.
was the
Now it's
lead
on
with that?
Netflix.
Netflix. Jennifer Lawrence
Oh, yeah, there
gets
you go.
hired
That's
by
a crazy way to say that movie.
she needs a car.
That was the synopsis.
And the parents want their kid to not be a virgin going into school. So they pretty much hire her to fuck him to get this shitty car.
Mhm.
For a terrible used car
Yeah.
from a bunch of millionaires in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Like at least
They had like a Mercury lying around.
You're gonna fuck their son. Like, come on.
It wasn't a bad movie though. I liked it.
I enjoyed it.
Laugh?
I saw
Called No Hard Feelings. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just can't believe after the scrutiny it got from the trailer, it disappeared and then just popped up on Netflix.
I think the
like 2
remake
weeks
should
ago.
be the Jennifer Lawrence character as a guy, and then it's a
That'll
girl.
go over great.
Nice.
that would never happen.
Why not? It's fair. It's
You
equal
know why
rights.
that- you know why that would never happen.
Rory,
Movies
did
like that would
did you watch Old Dads?
Yeah, I watched Old Dads.
Did you like it?
That shit was ass.
never- You didn't like it?
10 minutes, I turned it off. It was too much of the word. We must be the old guys. Like, all right, dude. Like the kid scraped his knee, rubbed some dirt
Roll
in it. It's
credits.
like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Like you're better than this.
I mean,
hated
as
that.
Reddit knows, I am a fan of William Burr. I kind of felt the same way.
That shit-
It was too obvious. Like it was so many like
So
stereotypical jokes that
Yeah.
like, all right, we know you're old and out of touch. I feel like those guys could have done that in a more creative way.
Yeah. It's like
It was
he's
too
vaping.
obvious.
I'm smoking. What's the difference? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
They were trying to attack.
We didn't wear seatbelts in the 70s. Like,
Yeah.
I know. It's
And it
funny.
was dumb then. Like, like what the fuck?
It had its moments. Like, I watched the entire
They had
thing.
his moments. They were trying to attack like social things that go on now and things like that. I understand what they were trying to do with it, but to me, when you try to make a movie like that, that's always like tough because it's like, all right, we got that already. Like we read that every day on our time.
There's memes.
Like,
Yeah.
It's like don't try to turn a meme into like a
And
Exactly.
A
Like, those
movie.
jokes have passed.
And I
Yeah.
think that's why comedy movies don't excel at this time. Like memes are what exactly we need. We don't need to have that. all
Joaquin
compiled in one
Woodbine's
place.
story in that was the most interesting one.
mm-hmm.
Getting that girl pregnant that late in his life.
Yeah.
That was probably the funniest portion of that movie was his storyline.
Mm-hmm.
The others were just, random memes.
It had its moments. But I just think that it is because it's such a sensitive time that comedic writers have to be careful of what they write and things like that. Like the world is fucking up comedy, man. It just is what it is.
And I mean, stand-up still goes there, but I don't think the movie industry wants to take a risk of that amount of money to put into something that may not.
And if they do, it just goes straight to Netflix.
Because they don't even cater to that audience that wants to see you push comedy.
Mm-hmm.
They cater to the Avengers and superhero world. So what the fuck are we going to put a comedy movie out for? But
so KeKe Palmer has filed a restraining order and filed for full custody of her son that she has with Darius Jackson, her baby daddy, which we all know from that Usher incident. And I told y'all that was a red flag. I told y'all.
Okay, it can be a red flag, but that didn't mean we all thought it meant physical assault.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that I put those two and two together without knowing anyone.
Of course not. No. But it's even if it wasn't physical assault, that's abuse. Like, that was very obviously like emotional abuse. If the fact that he did that online when she's a public figure.
I agree, it was corny. But I didn't put this as the end.
Oh, yeah.
I also didn't think much about it because I, at that point, didn't personally care. It was just something to talk about. But yeah, this is definitely turned into something I was not expecting from an Usher concert.
So what KeKe Palmer is coming out and saying, or not what she's coming out and saying, all of this were in court documents for the restraining order and the custody filing, which she didn't want when she won temporary full custody. So what she's saying is that he has been physically attacking her. There were screenshots that were filed from security footage inside their home. You can go look at it. We're not really going to show it, but there's some triggering photos just of her like laying on her back with him on top of her, him standing over her with his hand raised and things like that. Some people are coming out and saying that, oh, maybe they were just fighting over a phone, or maybe it wasn't actual, maybe he wasn't beating her. But she is adamant and her mother is adamant. And there's screenshots of his mother talking to her mother where she's like, hey, your son, just like he used to beat on your daughter, he's now beating on mine and I'm not going for it. So it's all very, very messy and sad. I hate it because KeKe's never been in the media for anything negative. Her business has never been out in the streets until this light-skinned ass nigga.
All right, yeah.
That's where you got offended?
I just mean, call him out by name. You don't make it the whole color-based thing.
His behavior. Now you're offended. This is one of those prayers to everyone involved moments.
Except Darius.
I think it's weird that the mothers are like, things have been posted. I don't know why I'm on my IG feed. I'm seeing mom text messages about this entire thing.
Well, because
it's fucking weird.
We get way too much information about it.
I shouldn't know
way
I
too
know
much
about this
information.
entire.
Well,
down to the security footage in their house. I'm not excusing anything, but it's crazy how much of this has been put in front of my face.
Yeah, I hate that got leaked. Yeah. But what happened is when it got leaked, his brother, Sharonis or whatever his name is, they used to play Insecure. Sarunas, they used to play Insecure, came on there defending him, saying that KeKe was abusive and she's a liar and all of these things, defending his brother. So when he did that, that's when KeKe's mother, who we've never seen before, came out and was like, hold on, wait a minute, because I called you and told you that that your brother was abusing my daughter. So that is where this is all getting messy. Darius tweets a picture of him and the kid and says, don't worry, son, I love you. I'll see you soon. It's very sad.
How old is the son?
I think he might be one.
Infant. It's like an infant.
Yeah, he's
What's his Twitter handle?
Yeah, that's true narcissist.
At infant.
Yeah, that's that narcissist shit.
What the fuck are people doing?
Yeah. Let me show the world that I love my child.
Yeah, like it's
nothing
crazy.
will keep me from him. No, abuse will keep you from your child.
He just needs a turtleneck and good glasses.
All this is just weird. It's just weird to me.
What do you think, Mal?
I don't think. I don't.
In this particular topic, I'm not thinking.
I'm not thinking anything. I think anybody that puts their hands on women, any man that puts his hands on a woman is a coward, and I always feel like that. So there's never a reason for you to put your hands on a woman unless she's beating your ass or trying to stab you, because I've seen that before. But
yeah.
She said that Darius choked me and body slammed me onto the stairs of my home after becoming violently jealous and irrationally angry over a bikini picture. Mind you, not a bikini picture that she posted, a bikini picture that she took and showed to him.
Yeah, well, let's see the photo.
Wait, she didn't post it? It was just a photo she showed him?
Yes. She took a photo and showed him the photo.
Does she send him nudes? Like what?
Her boyfriend? I'm sure she.
So what the fuck would you be mad about?
Yeah.
I mean, I think even if she posted it and he was angry is a little weird to begin with, but just a private photo he was upset about?
Weird. But
I don't know all the details.
But just going, not even their situation, is just just should be red flags.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all sat in here and said, well, if that was my girl, I can understand how he felt the way and this, and that. Yeah, but what was the tweet about? Because that's where it's like the tweet, just the same way he tweeted his son that has no Twitter handle.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to show face you're trying to prove to the public something when the person you're dating is a public figure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That is all manipulative.
I'm going to give you some pushback on that.
You can't correlate it to us, in sense of him abusing her. We didn't think he was abusing her.
No, that's not what I'm not.
Yeah, but the way you worded it,
you can't come to a conclusion. You can say that, yes, he was corny for doing that, and maybe he does not have a right to feel a way about his girls singing with Usher on stage. People have their own relationships. There's also corny guys and weirdo guys that don't beat their girl. They may have insecurities and don't want their girl around other guys. That's their own cross to bear.
Still corny.
I don't automatically think that means they beat their girl.
Yeah.
There's corny guys that are not abusive. They're just weird.
Yeah.
So I'm not just going to throw that when I see some girl singing with Usher, like, whew, she might get ass whooping tonight. I'm not thinking that. Like, am I not allowed to say that? I'm sorry. Was that insensitive?
That is not insensitive.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at everyone's fucking reaction.
I agree with you, Rory. But like,
I don't think that. I think, okay, maybe she has a corny boyfriend that's super insecure. I don't think every insecure dude beats a girl.
Yeah, no.
But I think insecure men do beat women.
Absolutely.
I just don't put the two together all the time.
Not every insecure man doesn't put his hands on women, but insecure men do put their hands on women.
And you're corny as fuck.
I just think, number one, we should not have as much information on this as we do, but this is a age where privacy doesn't exist anymore.
Well, they did put the footage out.
They didn't put
it was images.
Screenshotted images and put them in her filing.
It was
to the court.
Yeah, but there's I'm watching the footage on Twitter.
But you do know there's plenty of people in the court system
people
that
leak
leak
it.
these.
Yeah.
They have
Not
relationships
watching the
with
footage.
media.
Those are screenshots.
You can see the footage.
Yeah,
There's plenty of police
video.
officers that have TMZ on speed dial. They will post anything.
Sad.
Some side money.
And publicists that try to get ahead of things. I'm not saying her publicist did, but sometimes that happens too.
Well, where does this go? Is it a trial? Does he get arrested? Yeah. What's the latest?
Well, she's not. I don't think she's pressing charges. From what I know and what I've read, she's not pressing charges.
She just has a restraining order.
She wanted a restraining order, and this was proof for the restraining order and for the custody filing. It wasn't about hey, this man is abusing me, help me. It was, hey, I need to get my son and I need this man to stay far away from me. Here's the proof of why I need that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
But it's weird. Can that lead to, if you have enough evidence in a custody battle, can't that lead to criminal charges? If someone doesn't file and there's a video of a man assaulting a would
yeah.
Can't the state just file themselves?
That would be up for the state. The state will have to file.
I feel like LA doesn't, California wouldn't play about that, no?
I feel like if you go to a custody hearing and there's a video of a woman being assaulted, every state should be able to press charges if they see a video in court.
Yes, but they might not want to because you have to, the number one witness that would, validate your case would have to be KeKe, and maybe she don't want to do that. So you would need your witness or whoever, if you're pressing charges, you would need your star witness to want to go that route. Because otherwise you have no case, really. It's a waste of your time.
It's on video.
Yeah, how much of a witness do you need?
It's in 4K.
You would be surprised.
I'm not great at law. I'm sure. Yeah, we have.
And then there's always the uncomfortable thing too with, a lot of times women that are in situations like this, they take the dude back. They get back with him.
Stockholm Syndrome is very real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's even just being a guy that has sisters and things like that, it's if my sister's dating somebody and he puts his hands on her, I may not know that it was an abusive thing until it's went too far. And now my sister comes around and has a fucking head busted or, a broke nose, or I might not know. And it's wait, so you kept going back to this dude, even though he's been doing this for over a couple years? Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you? So then there's that too. Does KeKe, want to take it there? Does she want to leave room for reconciliation, them getting back together, being a family? Which is all reason why I should not know any of this information.
Yeah.
I mean, but even then, even if it's not criminal, the world has seen it. So if she goes back.
Yeah.
And that's perception, which I guess shouldn't matter, but she shouldn't go back to an abusive relationship. but she's a celebrity. Like, she can't go back even if she wanted to at this point.
That's not true. We've seen celebrities go back to abusive relationships all the time.
Different times.
Different times.
Different times.
Because now it's not just her life. Now she speaks for all DV, even though she never wanted to. She now speaks for all DV victims. So now it's like, well, you are letting us all down. You know how the culture works these days. So they're completely taking away her mind state and how she and her emotions and how she might feel. And her trauma is now all about all DV victims.
And then that messes with any type of brand work she wants to do. If she ever does a movie, she has to do interviews. She's on a red carpet.
She can never take him anywhere with her.
She can't walk outside. Though reporters will go to her with a question every single time she steps to go to fucking CVS. You can't in these times.
It sucks.
Well, I mean, hopefully, she's okay, she's safe, because we've seen situations where, it starts like this and then unfortunately it ends tragic for, some women when they don't want to press charges and they go back to the abuser. It's just that one time where it goes too far and now we're sitting here talking about a whole different type of story. So hopefully KeKe Palmer is okay. Most importantly, hope the baby's okay and safe. And, we'll just have to see. Hopefully what happens, it ends peacefully on both sides and they continue to co-parent and take care of their child.
In lighter news, and no pun intended, what are you guys going to do during this Jack Harlow rollout when he starts dating Lori Harvey? He put the single out.
You really think
Lori Harvey is coming in the next 2 weeks. I give it 2 weeks.
Yo, listen, I like
give this record some time because it's a great record. Give it 2 more weeks to catch some burn. Lori Harvey by December.
Listen, I like Jack Harlow. I think he's talented.
Same, despite what his manager thinks.
But what does Jack Harlow sound like? I don't stop giving me what Drake sounds like. Give me what Jack Harlow sounds like. This is the motto.
No, I mean it's the same bass line.
Yeah, it's the flow.
Yeah, but it's the white version.
It's like, come on.
It is not the
But
flow.
Jack has put out enough music outside of his last album. Even the Jackman project. Of course, there's some Drake vibes in there.
And it's fucked up.
But Jack has put out a bunch of music that doesn't sound like Drake. As of recent, he's leaned more into the Drake bag. I will give you that. And this record with the bass line and the flow is the motto to the T with a great sample. But so what? It fucking works.
Yeah, but
I don't know if it's going to work again. This is the third sample-driven record he's done in this vein. But it's working this time. It worked for a third time. How could you be mad? Because I'd like to be mad.
Young missionary.
I was singing this shit all weekend. Except for the whips and chains part. He's brave for that.
Drake just...
I would never. He's brave as fuck for it. I know that was a conversation in the studio.
He said, "I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby." So we heard
the first few bars.
Yes, I have vanilla sex, but like I'll choke you, but I'm not gonna choke you that hard. Like I'm not really into the whips and chains type of thing.
Yeah, no Dahmer.
No, I get it.
Yeah, sure.
I get it.
Such a Shakespearean.
How do you feel that he spelled missionary the way Boosie spelled independence? Or independent, rather. Boosie didn't spell independence. Did he spell independent right?
INDEPENDENT.
And they say, do you
That's
know what
tough
that
to
means?
spell, man. I couldn't spell it. Not in Space
Can you
Camp.
spell missionary?
No, missionary would be really hard.
Oh, sometimes.
Oh, it is just mission and airy? I felt like there was a weird
It's
I.
just mission in airy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they teach you how to break things down. Like,
Yeah, by syllables.
Area.
At Space Camp. That's what they did for me.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
man.
shit clicked for
Guys,
Rory. He
he's
goes,
trying.
"Oh, it's pretty simple."
I know how to spell mission and I can spell airy.
I like the Lord Farquaad reference. That's a good line.
This is a sick bar. It's
I keep it
disgusting.
short with a bitch, Lord Farquaad.
Shout out to the short women.
How-
Talk about the short king shit. Let the little
What do you think?
bow-legged bitches.
What do you think
fuck.
Drama, Lake, Cannon, and Atlantic said to Jack? Hey, man, you got your Jackman out. You got it out of your system, right? You got that rap shit you
Oh,
like
that hippity
out of here?
hop.
Yeah.
That purity shit you like, Jack? You're done with it, right?
Drop
Let's
a
get
planet
back to
her.
this.
Back to the burbs.
Do Planet Him.
But it's a great song.
It's trending on
It's a good
TikTok.
song. I like
said
the
Planet
song.
Him.
It's a record you can't hate. It's just fucking catchy and it sounds good and
Yeah, but I just
it makes you want to get ready.
Yeah.
It's one of those like,
Yo, whoa.
no, not like y'all are weird.
No,
Yeah, they
I'm
were.
just
The
laughing.
song
It makes you want to get ready to do
For
it.
what?
It's like one of those songs you put on like once you're getting ready to go out.
Doing your makeup.
You got,
I'll give another example. Fab and Drake.
Fancy?
No.
Oh.
Not Put It in the Bag remix.
throw it in the bag?
Throw it. No. What the fuck is the Fab and Drake record? Come on, guys.
Well, they do have a
Fancy was what the one I was thinking about.
That's what I'm like.
Like Drake and Fab, throw it in the bag. That's a get ready, iron your clothes, like we're going out type of record, no?
Change clothes.
Are you guys that
Jay-Z.
fucking cool that you don't have songs that you throw on to get ready?
Change clothes isn't that for me.
That's a little too on the nose.
I don't have songs
I don't have
that
like a
I can
playlist
Oh,
for it,
excuse
though.
the fuck out of us,
Every
Rory.
time I ask you guys what records make you cry, you go song cry. Like, okay.
Damn.
So now what? Yeah, it makes me cry. So
Fair.
fuck you.
All right.
I didn't know you guys were that. All right, so
I
what
don't
do,
have
what do
a
you guys do when you get ready? You sit in
I
fucking
play music.
silence?
No. Oh, that's weirder. No, I don't have a playlist to get ready. I don't
Maul's
have to get
probably
ready.
on FaceTime because Maul's on FaceTime 24 hours out the day.
He's on FaceTime right now.
Damaris, what do you do to get ready?
It depends on the night. Sometimes I'll put on Meg. Sometimes I'll put on Cardi. Sometimes I'll put on the Mulan soundtrack. It really depends on what mood.
Yo, the
All right,
range
tell me
there was
where you
amazing.
go when you put the Moulin
Trying to get swift as the rising moon. What is it? We are the raging waterhead ass.
Like, where are you going when you put the Moulin soundtrack?
Dark side of the moon.
I really
Discovery
like
Zone.
I really like children's movies, like the soundtracks. So like Mulan, Anastasia,
Fantasia.
Maris in the crib listening to Kids Bop.
Brandy and Whitney's from Cinderella. Like I really love those soundtracks. It makes me feel really pretty, and it's like really calming to me.
Where are you going
So when
after that? Though?
when I'm going to have
The
a
hookah
really
spot.
really wild night out, that's what I'll put on.
That's sick.
I'll
Make a
put
man
on
out of you?
Meg. Yes, I'll put on Meg and Cardi and stuff like that when I don't feel like
Two
going
good
out and I'm
feats.
forcing myself to go out. I'll put that on to like hype me up,
The Huns.
right? But if I actually want to go out and like I'm good, I'm
You
going
still
to
go
like
out when you don't feel like going out?
sometimes
That's the
sometimes there are some things that I kind of need to be there for, but
Like
yeah.
Pergola.
no,
She
not
played
stuff
Cheetah
like that.
Girls before
But like a
Pergola.
friend's birthday when it's like I'm tired, I'm
Yeah.
sleepy, I don't want to leave, but something like
I'm
that.
so glad I'm at the age
With
where I
that
just don't
hookah.
go. Yeah. Just don't go.
What girl rapper is going to remix this Jack record
Lotto.
besides Lori Harvey?
Oh,
Lotto's gonna be on a remix.
I can see Lotto.
Lotto or Doja?
Doja's not getting on this.
Those is not doing
I don't know. I think that would work.
It would, but Doja's in her whole debut.
I don't know if they're going to want to cross pollinate with labels like that, but I can see Ice Spice needing one.
Oh,
I can see Ice.
an Ice
on this
Spice
one.
Jack
Oh, it's
collab?
off.
That
You
would
could, you could get a deli bar in here.
This
Hell
would
yeah.
work for both of them.
11 on me at the deli.
I don't know about Ice Spice on this.
Who would you put on this?
I could definitely hear a lot
I
of
think.
this.
Yeah,
I could hear old Meg on this when people still gave her features, but yeah,
Old Meg.
I could.
You want the whips and chains?
I mean, I could see Callie on here.
That's Atlantic Play.
She got
Yeah,
a
there you
white
go.
boy line.
That could
Got a
work.
white boy that
Okay.
can feed me lobster and pasta. Maybe that can kind of be Jack can be the white boy.
Okay.
That's an in-house
You
play.
can get A&R
Uh,
fucking bag.
Call back to Chet Hanks, White Boy Summer.
Oh God.
Chet and Lawyer in the video.
So Rory, are you going to make a video to this? Because the white boys are on TikTok. So when you click this sound on TikTok, it's
There's
like
white people on TikTok? I had
There's
no
a
idea.
whole challenge of like white boys like dressing up like and like looking in the camera,
yeah.
like doing like their little selfie things, like but like singing the song. It's like a white boy thirst trap shit with this.
Ooh.
Kind of like how that Don Toliver and Cardi's husband song became like the thirst trap for all the
Cardi's husband.
I forgot his name.
Offset.
Offset.
That's sick.
That's sick.
That's sick.
I know I wasn't being disrespectful because
No,
I
you weren't
love
being disrespectful.
Offset, but I didn't want to name the wrong Migo.
Oh
and
shit, it's
That's
Eden.
Eden. This is not even.
Eden.
This is not a white boy
fucking-
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that was gonna happen.
This is your night job.
What the fuck did that dog just do?
That's basically.
You forklift certified?
see, look, they doing that like thirst trap.
That looks corny.
Doing a
as
thirst trap
fuck.
next to the forklift is hilarious.
That's me right there too.
Is that jelly?
Is that jelly roll? I think it is.
Julian.
So what do I have to do? I just have to like.
you just
act-
gotta look cute.
Oh, I can't.
You gotta look like a baddie.
It's it's just white dudes with haircuts like this
There you go.
that wear rings on their neck and fucking wife beaters
I
underneath their hoodies.
So
I found my
Rory,
Logic ring when I was cleaning the other day.
where was it?
Fell off your
Was it
cock.
next to your reason? Wow. Wow. Wow.
I mean, you know,
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. That was pretty funny. Pretty funny. No, it did not fall off my dick.
No, explain.
It was in my closet, my walk-in
The
closet.
closet.
After you get shitted on, you have to try to find like something like that. You got money or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you in my walk-in closet.
Yeah. You know?
You know what I walk into?
I'm sorry, but that was I'm sorry. That
Wow.
was really funny. That was a good job.
No, I
Random.
That was hilarious.
Walking closer.
So should I do my Jack Harlow TikTok video with my Logic ring
Ooh.
Yes. On your finger.
on my dick?
Oh,
TikTok can't do that, right?
no, I don't think you can do that.
Yeah, no.
China doesn't allow
They
it.
don't see it in China.
Meat spin.
China will never see this.
Speaking of new music, Mal, what did you think about the Meek and Ross album? Honest opinion.
I like it, but it's the same. I heard it before from them. It's still good music. There's good music on there, but it didn't change their careers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not like something that it's good songs on there though. Good production. But it's Meek and Ross. It's what Meek and Ross sound like. They make some of their best music together. I think they have a few records on here that it adds to that. But it's pretty much the same. It's the same thing. I saw Meek. Tweeting Meek is the greatest shit ever.
He's the greatest tweeter of all time.
Of all time. And I see he addressed the first week sales, and they projected to 35,000 first week, which is low for Ross and Meek, a Ross and Meek release. But I seen Meek talking about it and saying that the streets fuck with it. He owns 100% of his music and things like that. And, people jumped in behind it and they'll say, yeah, you're going to say all of that now that this is considered a flop, I guess, for Ross and Meek. But there's good songs on it. There's good music on here. But I feel like I heard these records before. It's kind of like the same sound.
For a change, that's why I like it. Usually when we come in here and review albums, I hate more of the same.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted more of the same from them. I had no expectations in a good way. Just give me the regular Meek and Ross shit.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this project. It's exactly what the fuck I wanted from them.
I like the project.
Give me these types of drums and you guys rapping like that, and I'm content.
Yeah.
It was a great project.
I don't want to say it's safe, but it's
Safe as fuck.
It's
and
their
who
go-to.
cares?
Yeah, it's like Jordan's fadeaway. You're gonna keep going to it.
You know what we
It's
want.
effective. You know what I mean? We're gonna win championships doing this move.
Could just
right
throw
here.
that shit on and let it play. I know the exact type of music it's gonna be.
Yeah.
If I want to listen to that type of music, I can put that on and just let it run.
Mm-hmm.
I did that this weekend. I had some friends over for the UFC fight on
Gotta throw this album on.
Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I was there with a couple friends, like, just let it run. It's long. It was an hour. Like, it was a lot of Ross and Meek, but it was good. Pause. But it was good.
Some good songs in
It's
there.
a lot.
It was like a mixtape. And I say that in a good way.
Yeah.
It was a cool mixtape. The best thing is that I found out that their names are William Roberts and Robert Williams.
What the fuck?
That's
What?
crazy.
That should have been the name of the fucking project.
That should have been.
What?
Too good to be true is too much like What a Time to Be Alive and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call this William Roberts Robert Williams?
Yeah.
That would have been hard.
That was
It's
crazy.
cute. They could do, like,
I did not
split
know that.
screen.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I had no idea. But yeah.
Why not lean into that?
Good project. Kodak's album came out too.
Did not listen to it.
I listened to it, but I was kind of a lot of the songs in this sound like they weren't done. I feel like this project was just put together some songs that Kodak had and just put them together and put them out. It's a few good records on there, but
When I Was Dead.
it's a lot of records on there that sounds like it just wasn't done, and he just was like, "Fuck it, just put it out."
How does that make you feel as a Kodak fan?
I'm pretty sure this is maybe a contractual thing. Maybe he just wants to get away from something that he owes contractually. I don't know. But I'm just listening to the songs. I mean, it's Kodak. It's melodies. He's saying slick shit on there.
Mhm.
Like, people know I fuck with Kodak. But I wasn't too crazy about this project, and I think this is one that he probably just had sitting. He was like, "Listen, let's just put this shit out."
I know you stopped your weekend to listen to the Chris Brown 1111 album. So give us
I didn't stop the weekend, but
Thriller. Is it bad?
That's what he got ready to?
You tuned in at 11:11.
Yeah.
it's Chris Brown's a lot. It's a lot of tracks on here. Chris
What?
Brown will give you at least 20
No.
some tracks.
Oh.
But there's good music on here. Chris Brown, I don't think Chris Brown is capable of making a bad album. I don't know if he has a bad album.
Makes too much.
Like, what's a bad Chris Brown album? Too many songs?
He's had some mid albums.
Because it was a lot of songs. It was too much.
Yeah, but we can't play favorites with that because any other artist will be like, yeah, that album. If that would have been like that album would have been good if it was 10 tracks instead.
No,
of
but
15.
I said that about the one album where he had something. I was like, if he would have condensed that, this is a great album. But that's what I'm saying. Chris Brown makes good songs.
Mhm.
He makes good music. So it's like, this album is good music on here. Some songs I won't go back to. I hate when Chris Brown gets into his reggae, Jamaican slang patois thing. I hate when he does that.
Mhm.
But other than that, there's some good songs on there as well too, though.
What's your favorite Chris Brown album?
Self-titled.
What was the one with the graffiti?
Fame?
Graffiti. Probably Graffiti. Heartbreak on the Full Moon was dope too, though. Royalty was good.
Royalty's probably my least favorite.
X?
His self-titled.
Probably Graffiti or
Self-titled for me.
Graffiti, Heartbreak on the Full Moon, or
God damn, got a lot of.
Breezy was dope.
I like the Graffiti Fame era.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind X, to be quite honest.
I like X a lot. I like X and Fortune a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Heartbreak on a Full Moon, if someone could send me the condensed version, I'll let you guys know about that album.
I still haven't heard the end of it yet.
Is that the one where he went all out?
Yeah, it's
with
like
all the
40
something records.
Yeah, damn.
Royalty had some joints on it.
Exclusive was good too, though.
Royalty has my favorite narcissistic record of all time. K is the funniest song that's ever existed on earth.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, by the way. It's just the most narcissistic record that's ever existed.
Royalty was a good album, though.
That being said, MAL first week projections.
Oh, I had a follow-up question.
Oh, please.
I wanted to lead with some type of love because Chris Brown is one of the greatest. Is he capable of making an incredible album?
Yes.
I'm not even saying classic.
Yes.
I don't think Chris Brown has an incredible album for the talent level of who Chris Brown is to the world.
His first album is incredible to me. I don't know how y'all don't think that's an incredible album.
I think we're a little blinded by the nostalgia too.
Yeah, I mean,
The first one is great. There's not really a skip on it.
It's good.
It's almost like some of those early Brandy albums that she was just younger, and as I got older, I didn't love it as much. But yes, I still have that first Chris Brown album at a high regard. But that was in 2005.
Yeah.
It's 2023. And I don't think there's been a flat out incredible Chris Brown album since, based off his talent level. I'm comparing him against him, not anyone else. He has far better music than most pop and R&B artists.
But
I'm comparing him against him.
But what do you want from Chris Brown? Do you want
a classic, concise album? And that's a personal thing. I'm not saying he has to do that.
Right.
I get it.
But do you want R&B or do you want more pop?
Both.
See, I want a full R&B album from Chris
Oh, I'd prefer a full.
He could
but
do.
I know it's realistic.
Album.
I think it's realistic for Chris Brown to make a incredible pop R&B album.
Yeah, like what Drake does with the rap in R&B. His blend is the pop in R&B. Like he could kind of do there could be a happy medium of the two, but
I think Chris Brown sounds the best on other people's songs.
Same.
because it's not fucking an hour and a half.
He's better than anyone on when he gets on a record.
Yeah.
He smoked Nicki and Drake on that. What's that? Nicki, Drake, and Wayne. I never fucked Drake, I never fucked.
Only.
Chris went fucking crazy on that. You guys already know how I feel about Chris and Kanye. I cried to that song.
Waves.
Waves, yeah.
Higher song.
Tears every time Waves comes on.
You crashed.
Big crash.
I just don't know if Chris has one of those. If you were to explain to someone, Chris Brown, this is I'm introducing you to Chris Brown based off an album. What would it be? And it can't be the first album because he was so young at the time.
I might play Graffiti.
I would say Graffiti as well.
I would say X.
Yeah, I might play.
But even Graffiti 2009.
Yeah. It's like,
so we're looking at.
He started to mature though around, as far as the music wasn't as
but
young
see,
poppy at that
the same way you feel about Chris Brown is how I feel about Wayne. I feel like he shines when he's on other people's. He just has a verse, or he's like, I feel like that's when he's dominant.
But Chris to me doesn't have a Carter 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You made a point.
And most people don't have a Carter 2. I want to make that clear. But Chris, too, again, to the talent level, I know I'm repeating myself, but the talent level does not match his discography as far as projects go. As far as singles, songs, impact, talent level, live shows, no one can fuck with Chris Brown. Hooks, features, does not have that album that you could be like, this is Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Here you go. Where I feel like his peers have that.
Yeah. Again, so I ask, first week.
Who cares? Why do we do this first week number shit?
Stop.
Why do we do that?
You don't care about
let's have a conversation. Why do we do?
What do you mean?
Because
I'm sorry. To Reddit, I'm not being mean to Eddin. I'm actually asking him a question.
Don't do that.
Maul did it last week. Part 2. Rory, you go.
I did not yell at Ed.
Don't do that.
Yes, you did.
You did yell at him.
I said, stop talking and listen.
And then he started yelling at me. I said, yo.
I didn't like that, so that's why I was like, let's
Stop
relax.
talking and listen?
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm trying to help you out.
No, but you were talking you were talking over me trying to make a point.
To be fair, you were talking over him trying to make his point.
It was a regular debate lingo. Like no one was really mad at each other. It was just in the room. It was like, oh shit.
I'm just like, yo, just stop talking and listen.
I was on set shook.
You was listening?
Yeah.
You were shooketh?
But that wasn't yell. I wouldn't yell at.
I don't think that was yelling.
Yell at nobody.
I wasn't a fan of your choice of words. I'll be honest.
Stop talking and listen.
I'm not gonna tell another man stop talking and listen. That's weird.
You were offended in elementary school when they said stop, drop, and roll?
Like, yeah, because I don't have to stare.
No, I'm gonna stay outside.
Yeah.
Nobody talking to me that way.
I never thought that stop talking and listen was like.
It could have been the tone.
What was the tone?
Reddit hated that way more than I did, to be honest. Like I don't.
Well, Reddit, ironically, is way more sensitive than we are.
But also,
even though they think we're sensitive,
they'll stick up for Ed. They love it.
They love
spaghetti, so they'll stick up for Ed.
Okay, but Ed, shut the fuck up next time I'm talking and listen to my goddamn. Listen what the fuck I'm saying.
Like that, you get a different side.
Yeah, no, I don't. Maybe it's Chris Brown, so it's 100K.
You think Chris Brown is going to do 100K on this?
This is why I asked that fucking question. He thinks 100K on first week?
Damn, you tight.
It's Chris Brown.
100K? You think 100?
I'm going to go 75.
I'm going to go 60. I'm going to go 60.
75?
If Meek and Ross are doing 35, I think Chris is somewhere between the 65 and 75.
Let's write this down because I love winning. I win every time. It's gonna be.
I say 92,000. He may come in 92K, like 92.
Like that,
which would be incredible. Like 35K is great.
I think if he would have had some bigger singles, then maybe MAL. But what single? I can't even name a single off this album.
I mean, Indigo did 72. I'm looking at the history of his albums. Breezy did 72. Indigo did 108. Sorry.
If Breezy did 72, then yeah, I'm staying in the 65.
I'm doing
65.
I would do around 65, 70. 100K is crazy.
To Chris Brown?
If he came
for this time of Chris Brown?
No, it's not a Chris Brown thing. It's just it's the streaming era and the rules they keep changing. Like 100, you know how hard it is to sell 100,000.
I say 90 to 100 this first week.
Julian.
Actually 90. Let me say 90. I'll go on record with 90.
I would stay in that 65, 70 range.
I'm actually in the same route as Julian.
Okay.
65, 70.
Before we get off,
what about Kodak?
I mean, if MAL, I didn't listen to the album, but if MAL, that's why I was intrigued about how MAL was explaining that.
I'm gonna say probably 40, 35, 40.
Yeah. If he even felt like shit was unfinished, like
the fact that Exclusive did 294K.
Different time.
It was his follow-up album.
Yeah.
That was 07. That was the height of people were buying albums at that point.
Yeah.
That was 50 versus Kanye time. They were buying albums. That's even kind of crazy. They only did 294 at that time.
Some people were killing me about my Frank Ocean take. Like everyone's waiting for Frank.
Really?
Like, oh, okay, good job.
I mean, right?
I'm with you. I don't
keep waiting.
A friend of mine saw him sitting on a stoop over the weekend. They posted a photo of him on their close friends
with Andre 3000 in Soho.
It was just him in like a yellow flannel.
Yeah,
was fuming,
just sitting.
I do want to hear a new Frank album, but I don't think that people are like upset if we don't get it.
No, all the people that were killing you, you don't think that all the people that told you they care, you don't think they actually care?
They only cared because we said something. They wasn't thinking about Frank last week.
So over the weekend, I saw this clip that made me think of MAL. So the caption of this is how Frank Ocean sounds to non-Frank Ocean fans.
I kiss two guys and I make love to her in a new ride. I'm not just buying.
Why'd you think about me?
Cause you're a prostitute in Louisiana sunshine.
In Louisiana sunshine.
That's really good, actually.
That's Lonnie Burrow.
This shit is hard.
That's a shower record.
I'm a Frank Ocean fan. I just think that
he's not your savior like us.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I think Brent is probably like he fills that void of Frank not putting out music.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think they're alike at all.
Through a whole
I love Brent
project.
You can't get through a whole.
I can get through it, but
his last album was fucking incredible.
That last Brent album, I actually think, knowing your taste, you would enjoy this Brent album more than his other ones.
Really?
This last Brent album,
and I like Brent because Brent does sing about coke and whores, and that's my bag. But
his lyrical shit is you all day.
Yeah, but
that's your pen.
I like Frank's musicality is a lot better than Brent's to me.
No, Frank is let me be clear.
Got a good pen.
He's a better artist than Brent. But I just think that Brent is like the void that I think people were looking for Frank. Like, yo, where's Frank? I think Brent came in and was like, nigga, I'm here. Like, I got dope albums. I got dope songs. I got dope music. Like, my style is unique. Like, I'm, y'all don't really see me unless I want to be seen. I ain't in no headlines. I ain't in no tabloids. Like, I pop out with a dope record and I disappear and do what I do. Like, I just think that Brent, like, really stepped into that mysterious, because Brent has a little mysterious air about him, too. You don't really just see Brent anywhere.
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Yeah, he definitely filled the mystique, interesting tone vibe. Mm-hmm. That was missing when Frank went away.
And then when
I just think they're totally different artists.
You see Brent live, like I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know that many people went out to see Brent. Like he feels like.
Oh no, the bitches love Brent.
Yeah, I didn't know that. When I saw that, I was like, oh no, Brent brings them out. Every girl I know. He's a star for sure. Like it's like solidified. Like yo, Brent is a star for sure.
Him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we have voicemails?
We do.
You've got mail.
What's up, gang? Named Bobby Chong from North Carolina. I went to y'all live show when y'all came to North Carolina. So, big shout out. But yeah, so long story short, me and this girl were dating. We've been best friends for 7 years. And, we decided to date after about 6 years of friendship. So we were best friends for 7 years. So that last year, the 7th year, we decided to date. Anyway, so everything was going good to start off. We waited to have sex for 6 months. After that 6 months, we started having sex consistently. Like I was throwing that thing through the mattress. I was like, "You made me wait this long." So yeah, every chance I got, I was knocking it through my walls. So anyway, around February,
he still doesn't beat.
So around December, she started getting a little different. Started acting distant. So I asked what was wrong. She said nothing wrong. All right, cool. So around January, she started doing it again. So I'm like, what's wrong? She told me she had to have an abortion and she didn't know how to tell me. So she already had the abortion without giving me the option of, talking through with me. And she thought I was going to stay with her, but I didn't. I cut off and everything. So my question to y'all is, would y'all stay with somebody that had an abortion and didn't tell you? Yeah. Love you guys. Much love. Peace.
This goes back to the conversation we just had.
Yeah, we just talked about this.
About men not really having a say in whether a woman actually has a child or not. Would I stay with my girlfriend or just a girl? Because that's important.
Sound like he's just fucking her.
If we were just having sex and she's pregnant, she had an abortion, didn't tell me, I don't think that would make me stop fucking with her. Now, if that's my girlfriend and we're together and we're in a relationship and she had an abortion and didn't tell me, that I could see affecting me like, damn, like you made that decision and didn't even think about asking me what my, thoughts were, nothing. You just went and did it. And I could see that. But if it's just a girl I'm just having sex with and we cool and we just fucking around and she gets pregnant and has an abortion, don't tell me, I'm cool. But if it's my girlfriend, I'm absolutely, that would fuck me up for sure.
But would you get rid of her like he did?
I think so. I would get rid of her the same way she got rid of the baby.
You would kill her.
I would abort the relationship.
With a coat hanger.
I would abort the relationship.
A staircase.
Yeah. Abort the relationship.
Rory staircase.
Because that's fucked up.
Rory?
That's fucked up.
I don't really know. I mean, I guess I could see her side of things if she was like really scared about the entire thing, or how maybe I would react, or she just wanted to just get rid of it because no matter what, she didn't want to keep it. I could see that side. Would I like her to at least tell me and make me part of the process too? Because even if, let's say I also didn't want to keep the child, I would want to help her, walk her through that scenario so she didn't have to do it by herself, I guess.
It's such a big decision, to just make without at least telling me. Not saying that my word was going to change anything. I'm not saying that's what I would want you to have the conversation with me for. I'm just saying, we should have that conversation. We're a couple. We're in a relationship. We should have that conversation about getting an abortion or not. We should definitely have that conversation.
As much as I am fully on the side of it is a woman's choice and her choice only, if we are in a relationship, I feel like maybe
we could talk about that.
I feel like maybe I'm owed a conversation to tell me what you're going to do. Mm-hmm. Not even if it's not a what should we do.
Yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. I would like to have that conversation.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, it's a medical procedure. So if you're in a outside of all emotions, if you're in a relationship, your partner should know that you're having a medical procedure. I can understand why she might have, because honestly, from his reaction, I can tell that he would have wanted to keep the kid, because if he's that angry, he said they were friends for 6 years before they started dating. They've known each other for 7 years. So if you were that quick to cut her off, you probably wanted to keep that baby. So I can probably understand why she didn't tell him. But me personally, I don't
think it's because he wanted to keep it. I just think he's probably like, damn, like you didn't think of me enough to have a conversation about something like that serious. Like, all right, so you just clearly like just fuck my thoughts and opinions on serious shit. Like you just like, no, fuck him. I'm doing what I'm doing anyway. Like, I think that's what it is. He felt like you didn't even stop to even have a conversation with me about it. Not saying that, oh, I wanted it. Like, why'd you do that? Like, not that, but like, damn, I couldn't know nothing. Like, you just procedures done, over with, and now you're telling me? That's a little like, that's enough reason for me, I think, for most men to be like, all right, well, she ain't really consider my opinion at all. Like,
well, let's make it fun. Damaris, you speak for all women. Actually, let's do the whole room. Let's say we're all women.
Okay.
It's a bunch of women in this.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
You're in a relationship with a guy.
Yeah.
You don't want to tell him about the abortion you're about to get. What is the lie that you tell him what you're doing that day when you go get the abortion?
Getting my hair done.
My nails.
Because it's like a procedure,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then there's like an after effect. You have to get your lies and your affairs in order.
Well, no, it really does not take that long. It takes like 20 minutes. And then
that's it?
Yeah, it does not.
It's the after, though. The trauma.
The after is like, yeah, but that's more emotional. And
how far along is she?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt.
That
no, how far along are you? Because we're all women.
How far along am how far along am I?
Play along.
If it's like 5-6 weeks.
What's the cutoff?
Like 3 months?
In New York City,
according to Fox News, 9 months.
Only
Rory, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
They said it, not me.
In New York City, it's like 7 months, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, really?
7 months?
That is wild.
7 months?
Bro.
7 months is
Yo,
wild.
you pulling out Bambi at that point.
Yo, 7 months?
That's funny.
That's wild.
7 months is kind of
You
wild.
got a head full of hair.
It might be longer.
I know some people that actually have babies at 7 months.
Yep. It might be longer.
But I think at that point it's for actual medical reasons. You can't be you can be 7 months pregnant and be like, yo, I'm cool.
This is up to and including 24 weeks of pregnancy. I don't know how my math.
24 weeks is 6 months.
Okay, 6 months.
Yeah.
That's still
that makes me
wild.
feel a little Tucker Carlson if it's not for medical reasons.
That's it. Because like, what do you?
7 months?
Yeah,
I understand
6-7
for
months.
her body and her medical reasons.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's her choice.
Yeah, if it's that. But if it's not, if it's just like, yo, I'm not fucking with him, I'm off him.
Change your mind at 7 months is crazy.
I mean, hey.
Yeah, you got that thing cooking for 7 months, and you can be like,
Circumstances change,
yeah,
y'all.
wait a minute.
I get it.
No, that's when I start calling bitches murderers. I'm not. I'm pro-choice, but that's when I start calling bitches murderers.
Abortion is. I am pro-choice, but abortion is murder.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
If your girl is 5 weeks
All
pregnant,
right, murder is not the word. You are killing a being.
No,
you're
not.
It's not a being yet. It doesn't have a brain.
It got
at 5
bro.
weeks,
Barely has a heartbeat.
No, 5.
That shit look like
7 months though.
7 months is crazy.
7 months is wild.
That's premeditated.
Yeah. 7 months, they should lock you in Alcatraz.
You might have a name by
You
that
need to be
point.
next to them niggas on death row at 7 months.
Damn.
7 months? Nah, come on.
That kid's got a scholarship already.
Again, unless it's some medical, something
like
that
that,
happened, we understand. I'm talking about just like y'all not together, he cheated.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Turks next year.
Changed your mind.
Yeah, like, and you off him, or you just don't want a baby no more. All right, 7 months, you wildin'.
You could pull a Casey Anthony, just have the baby, and then take care of it on your own time.
7 years later, yeah.
She committed.
She definitely killed that child.
Though I feel bad, by the way.
Allegedly.
I used Eddin's password, like I said on this.
On the Peacock?
Watch that. I don't think she killed her kid.
I don't think she did either.
I think we kind of owe.
Casey Anthony?
Her father did.
She knows
her father.
Her father.
It was an inside job.
Yeah, but I don't think she did.
She's not off the hook. She should be in fucking prison.
Oh, maybe it wasn't her hands.
Yeah,
like, she didn't. But she
called the hit.
She definitely
handed the ball to the running back.
She Phil Jackson to play.
She got her whacked.
She called the triangle offense.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, listen, I'm gonna pull up at 8:15. Okay. This is what's gonna happen.
But it was all
go in the
post-game.
store. I'm gonna leave the truck running.
I think
an accident happened, and her father did what a father thinks they should do, even though that's his granddaughter.
Get rid of it.
Cover it up.
Yeah.
Sick.
No. Oh, I agree. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
Especially because I think it was an accident.
Yeah.
Like I really think that child accidentally died.
Damn, that sucks.
And
No, I'm not mad at that. I can see that.
Well,
but no, if the child
But
accidentally
covering it up-
died, like you shouldn't.
Yeah, accident is an
cover
accident.
it,
Yeah, it don't cover up an accident. Like that makes it worse. That makes it look like, hey, wait a minute, maybe this wasn't an accident. But if your child accidentally dies, accidents happen, kids die. We know that. Call an ambulance. No, it happens.
He's not. I mean,
kids die. You have pools. You have whatever backyard.
Shit.
Yeah, like kids. It happens. Kids.
Right. No, I feel
people run over their kids in the driveway, backing up, don't see them, like shit like that. It happens. But
kids are pretty stupid.
Well, they're all dumb.
It's true.
Like you need to be there. Like you have to do everything for them. It's not their fault. I mean, that's developmentally you get there at some point, but
yeah.
And they're just prone to accidents too.
In the 1800s, that's why they would pop out.
Like, you know how many toys I bought Amara and she still wants to go next to the plugs?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Exploring.
When I was a kid, I jumped on the counter. My mom, the old coffee pots where you actually had to heat up
an awful large coffee pot.
Mm-hmm.
That one. You actually.
This is why you hate Eminem. I get it now.
You had to heat up the hot plate.
Mm-hmm.
I was a kid, infant. I had pajamas 15. On.
Red tank top.
It was last year. I was in a onesie and I climbed on the kitchen counter and put my elbow on the hot plate. And the pajamas, like, it burned my whole arm. The clothing seared into my skin because it was, it's like putting your hand on an oven. So the clothing was melted into my skin. I got rushed to the hospital. I think it was this arm. You can barely see the mark, but they had to cut the pajamas off, and then it's like a whole thing. I had like really bad, certain whatever degree burns. And then after my parents went through that traumatic experience, they then got questioned by Child Protective Services because of that. And my mom, they didn't almost lose me. I don't think it got that close, but they had to like go through seeing me go through that to then being questioned about if they're fit to be parents or not.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Where were you when your kid was doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents went through that when I broke my little sister's toe when she was an infant, and my parents, they questioned them too.
It's kind of crazy.
I sat on her. She wouldn't stop crying.
You sat on her because she wouldn't stop crying?
Yes.
So you're Casey Anthony #2 waiting to happen.
I was...
Damaris Anthony?
To be fair, she was 1, I was 4. Like...
you started early.
Oh, yeah.
You was running the yard early.
Did I tell you guys when Child Protective Services came to my house? This was way before Amara was even conceived, guys. But at the house, someone gave like the wrong address or whatever. I had police show up to my house looking for a Lauren, I want to say.
Mm.
It was Child Protective Services trying to find a young girl. And I was like, guys, there's no one in my house.
Yeah, you said that's too white of a name in this household.
Yeah.
True. I even named white girls Amara.
Amara is a black ass name, but I'm gonna let you rock.
She be that light,
Lauren.
Didn't know she'd be that light.
No, but
just like you.
No, but she's white.
Yeah,
we knew she'd be white, but she's
that is
white.
Rory's
Yeah, that's a white woman.
She's white.
Just like
Babies get a little more color as
No,
they
y'all
get
didn't
older.
hear-
No, we thought that was gonna happen.
No.
Not gonna
We
happen.
were arguing with Julian about like women being mixed race, and we were trying to convince Julian that he doesn't like black girls and that the girls he thinks are black are not black.
Like every
so he
episode.
points, he's talking to Rory's partner,
On my
and he
birthday.
points and says, look at Amara, she's black. And
I did not say
Kia
that.
was like, no.
I did
Mother
not
of the
say
child
Amara's
is hilarious.
He said-
She's not.
What did you say?
No, he said, he said, is Amara white? And Kia was like, yeah. She was so funny. He thought because she was mixed, that just because
I didn't
she was
say
mixed,
that.
she wasn't-
Amara is mixed, but Amara is a white baby.
That's a white woman.
Yeah, she'd be in the
white
house.
She's like whiter than me.
That's what I was gonna say. She's somehow whiter than Rory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Rory's genes are
Pretty
strong.
white.
Yeah, your ancestors, woo.
The Irish.
The Irish slaves beat out the black slaves for sure in that fucking Civil War.
Whips and
We
chains.
all Palestine.
Whips and
This has been a ridiculous
Well,
episode.
that's
I'm gonna say that.
That's what Ireland's been on. Never mind.
Mhm.
We stand with you guys.
Did we answer that gentleman's voicemail?
No.
I think we did.
No.
Yeah, man, she clearly wasn't feeling you or the kid.
I'm not mad at him for leaving her though. Yeah, I'm not mad at him. Like your girl should tell you, yo, well,
That wasn't his girl. They were
That's what
fucking.
I'm saying.
He
If
said
it
it was
was-
his girl.
he said it was his girl. Oh, if that's your girlfriend, then she's
6
wrong.
years of friendship, a year of
Oh,
dating.
they started dating. They started
Even if
dating.
even if that wasn't your girlfriend, you've known a girl 6 years, y'all been friends. She has to have that conversation.
She should tell you.
Yes, but I also think in that I do think she should have told him. But I also think in those 6 years, you just gonna like this was your friend that you obviously loved enough to start a relationship with, and because of that, which is a very personal and traumatic decision that she made. Granted, you are involved and you should be involved, but it's a personal and traumatic health decision. You just cut her off completely. You never want to speak to this person you've been friends with for 7 years.
Rory's raising his hand.
Sorry, Rory. Go ahead. It's your show.
We're not thinking about the other scenario.
Uh-oh.
Maybe she did tell the father.
Ooh.
Ooh,
damn! You want some M Night Shyamalan shit?
Maury,
or just like regular shit.
Yeah,
no, that too.
Bitches be.
Well, what you think? You think he was the daddy?
I don't know.
I mean, but if you not gonna have a baby, you could tell them all that they the daddy and get the abortion money from all of them.
Yo, coming up in the green from an abortion is crazy.
You'd be surprised.
Like, why? Like, why does it have to go there? Like, just get money from all of why? Just tell it. Who do you think the child's father is? Because y'all women, y'all know. Y'all know.
Some people don't know.
Y'all know.
No, a lot of women don't track their ovulation. They don't know.
Fucking.
Yeah, these bitches be fucking. They don't be knowing.
I think it's way more common than you think. Women not knowing who the father is.
Yeah, but I think even if women are out here, which they are,
like the Kardashian ones.
Sure. Even if women are out here,
it's his birthday.
Out of all the examples,
I don't know, Courtney
having unprotected sex and
not Courtney. Chloe.
I think you know them. Like you know, a guy like okay.
He looks like he has a big load.
No, but like you know when you have like, damn, you came at me like, oh shit, like
I'm just trying to figure out his point.
Ma, let me tell you something.
He has strong swimmers.
Bitches are getting nutted in by multiple niggas.
Big facts.
Word.
In the same week. And these bitches don't track their ovulation. They don't know when their period is coming. They don't know where their period is late. I'm telling you, bitches are just out here free balling life.
Hello Fresh,
to Puerto Rico to Miami.
It's nasty.
I know it's
nasty,
back to Brooklyn.
But it's happening.
That's the women I hope.
And then drinking a smoothie, talking about him on a health cleanse.
Of the nut.
If you having multiple men nutting you in the same week and then
crazy.
You start your mornings while you going to yoga, like you should go to hell.
Or at least Bikram yoga. Sweat that
like
shit
if you
out.
one of them bitches like, oh, start a day with yoga and a matcha, like
those are usually the ones though.
But what about them niggas that's nutting in you, the multiple dudes all week? Like get out of here with this shit. Like you are a fucking heathen. Multiple dudes nutting in you in the same week?
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cum.
That's ridiculous.
And vice versa. You shouldn't be nutting in a bunch of women per week either.
When you take the first plan B, it carries out for the next 3 days. You good for the next 3 days.
Who does that math?
That's a green light for 72 hours?
To just get nutted in? That's crazy.
And what's your pH like?
Oh,
I know.
that shit not gonna be good.
Fuck your pH. In the words
no,
bees, what's your life like?
Yo.
Reassess.
Imagine just queef and cum.
That's cute. That's cute though.
Nah, but I mean like just like in yoga or something.
Ew, dude.
Not immediately after.
Anyways, can we get to Patreon because we have a callback, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. So I've been saving this because I didn't want to do this one when I wasn't here. Remember Isaac, the guy from New Mexico that moved to Denver?
Yes.
That was going to wife the girl that was 12?
Yes.
She was of age.
He left 2 voicemails, and they are even more insane than the first one because he really went to bat to try to defend himself. He made it way worse.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
yeah.
That's always the best.
He's trying to defend himself for wanting to marry a 21-year-old.
He left 2 more voices. Yeah, we have 2 minutes of audio from Isaac. It's great.
Okay, well, let's get to Patreon and listen to this crazy shit that Isaac has to say and how he tries to defend this. Even though I don't think it's that sick because you're 21 in the Midwest. I think that you are looking to get married. But Patreon, let's hear what Isaac has to say to defend this shit. And then we'll see y'all in London. Peace.